Sometimes we have sort that uh, that contains an unknown value, and they will be asking us to find the value of that unknown expression. Okay, so sometimes it will lead to linear equation, sometimes it will lead to quadratic equation. So we are going to solve problems of that nature and see how that goes. This is one of the examples. Now look at this equation here. So we are asked to solve and find the value of x. So when you are given an equation, just solve. Just make sure that you keep applying the rule of sort, okay, wherever you see it, and solve the way you solve your simple equation. So let's solve this problem now. So if you cross and multiply here, you're going to have sort 2 into x minus sort 2 equals to 1 times this will just give you your x plus sort 2. So when you open this bracket, you have x sort 2 minus sort 2 will give you 2 equals to x plus sort 2. So bring this one over here, okay, and take this one over here. So that will give you x sort 2 minus x equals to 2 plus sort 2. So these two will give us x. When you factor x out, you have x outside. Then you have sort 2 minus 1, okay, which is equals to 2 plus sort 3. Oh, sorry, sort 2. Then divide both sides by sort 2 minus 1. That will give you that x is equals to 2 plus sort 2 over sort 2 minus 1. Now we have a problem that we need to rationalize. Okay, so let us go and rationalize that. We'll come here and we say that 2 plus sort 2 over sort 2 minus 1 times 2 sort 2 plus 1 over sort 2 plus 1. Okay, so that will give us 2 plus sort 2 into sort 2 plus 1 over this one here will give us 2 all square minus 1 all square. So that will give us this times this will give us 2 sort 2. This times this will give us plus 2. This times this will give us plus 2. This times this will give us plus sort 2 over this one here will give us 2. This one here will give us 1. So 2 minus 1 will give us 1. Then this and this will give this and this will give us 4, and this will give us plus 8 sort 2. So therefore, you can now say that s is equals to 4 plus 3 sort 2. So that's how to solve that. Very simple. So you can see that when we got sort, that we need to simplify it because we cannot leave our answer like this as x, so we need to simplify it. So when you simplify, you now have this. So this is actually our x, the value of x. Okay. Okay, let us solve another example. So you can see the equation given to us, and we are asked to find p. So all we need to do is to carry out uh, all the necessary mathematical expression operation, okay, and equate the two sides of the equation, then solve for p. So we have 1 minus 3 square. So I think that's where we are going to start from. So that will give us p plus 1 over 2 sort 3 into 1 minus 3 into 1 minus 3 equals to 3 minus 3. So we have three brackets now, so you cannot open the three at the same time. So you need to open two, then before including the third one. So let's open this one first. So that will give us p plus 1 over 2 sort 3 into this, and this will give us 1 minus 3 minus 3 plus sort 3 will give us 3 equal to 3 minus sort 3. Okay, so that will give us p plus 1 over 2 sort 3 into this, and this will give us 4. This and this will give us minus 2 sort 3 equal to 3 minus sort 3. So we have reduced the three brackets now to 2. So let's open these two. So that will give us p times this 4p, p times this minus 2p sort 3. Okay, then this times this, that will give us plus 2 sort 3. This times this, that will give us minus sort 3 equals to 3 minus sort 3. Okay, so collect like terms now. So we have only 4p. Then these, they all have like terms. So what are we going to do there? Okay, let's have minus 2p sub 3. Then this one here will give us uh plus sub 3. Okay, then equal to 3 minus sub 3. Okay. So when you open this bracket here, you have 4p minus 2p sub 3 plus sub 3 equal to 3 minus 3. So let's take this one over here. So I have 4p minus 2p sub 3 equals to 3 minus 3 minus 3. So that will give us 4p minus 2p sub 3 equals to 3 minus 2 sub 3. Okay. So at that point, we can factor p out here. So when you do that, you have p outside 4 minus 2 sub 3 equals to 3 minus 2 sub 3. Okay, so you can divide both sides by 4 minus 2 sub 3. So that will give you that p equals to 3 minus 2 sub 3 over 4 minus 2 sub 3. So with what we have now, we can rationalize. So when you rationalize, you are going to have 3 minus 2 sub 3 over 4 minus 2 sub 3 times 4 plus 2 sub 3 over 4 plus 2 sub 3. So that will give you 3 minus 2 sub 3 into 4 plus 2 sub 3 all over 4 square minus 2 sub 3 all square. Why we are doing this? Because these two here, they are difference of 2 squares. So that will give us this times this, 12. Remember, this is p. This times this will give us plus 6 sub 3. This times this will give us minus 8 sub 3. This times this will give us minus 2 times 2 will give us 4. So 3 times so 3 will give us times 3 all over. This square will give us 16 minus 2 square will give us 4, and so 3 square will give us 3. So that will give us 12 plus these two here will give us, okay, minus 2 sub 3. Then this one will give us minus 12 all over 16 minus 12. That will give us 12 minus 12 will go. So I have minus 2 sub 3 over. These two here will give us 4. So 2 here, 2, 2 here, 1. Therefore, P will give us minus 3 over 2. Okay, so that's how to solve that particular problem. So most of these problems now are extracted from WAEC for that math. Okay, so that's why it's looking a little bit complex. So we're going to solve more problems. So we have this. So we are asked to solve this. So first thing I'll do is to express all these in their basic form. So that will give us 4 times 6 plus sod 16 times 6 minus sod 100 times 6 equals to y sod 6. So this one here will give us 2 sod 6 plus this one here will give you 4 sod 6 minus this one here will give you 10 sod 6. Remember, square root of 4 is 2, square root of 16 is 4, square root of 10 is, square root of 100 is 10, then equals to y sod 6. Then simplify, this will give us minus 4 sod 6 equals to y sod 6. So when you divide both sides by 6, divide this one by sod 6, divide this one by sod 6, this and this will go, this and this will go. Therefore, y equals to minus 4. So we have another one. 1 plus 3 square root of x minus 3 equals to 4. So we are asked to find x. So what are we going to do? You collect like terms. So that will give you 3 sod x minus 3 equals to 4. This one crossing over, minus 1. So we have 3 sod x minus 3 equals to 3. So divide both sides by 3. So that will give us over 3 here, over 3 here. This and this will go. Sod x minus 3 equals to 1. take square of both sides. So that will give you this, and this will cancel out. You have x minus 3 equals to 1. So this one coming over here, s equals to 1 plus 3. So s equals to 4. Sometimes some of these equations will lead to quadratic equation. So it's when you solve, we know whether it's going to lead to quadratic equation or if it's still going to just give us a simple equation. So let's solve this and see whether it's a simple equation, that's linear equation, or whether it's going to give us a quadratic equation. Now, what are we going to do here? There's a square root here, there's no square root here. So if you take square of this one and take square of this one, at least we can get the square root off. So let's do that. So that will give us square root of x squared plus 9 all squared equals to x plus 1 all squared. Square root and square will go out. So I have x squared plus 9 equals to, this will give us x squared plus x plus x plus 1. I just expanded. That's because x plus 1 all squared is equals to x plus 1 into x plus 1. So when you open that bracket, you're going to get this. So that will give you that x squared plus 9 equals to x squared plus 2x plus 1. This and this will go, okay? So we now have that 9 equals to 2x plus 1. When this one come over here, 9 minus 1 equals to 2x. These two here, 8 equals to 2s. Divide both sides by 2. You have that s is equal to 4. So we have a problem here also that is in solved form, but it's an equation, so we need to solve. Uh, we don't know what it's going to give us, remember? It can give us quadratic, it can give us linear equation. So what are we going to do? Please don't go and make a mistake of trying to remove these brackets individually, because when you take square of this side, you can't take square of individuals. No, we don't do that. Okay, so if you take square of both sides, the square root won't leave. Okay, though in as much as if you still solve the other way around, the square root will leave, but you have to solve it in a way that the square root, it will have a simpler problem to solve. Okay, so the best thing to do is to make it simpler, is to take this one over here. So that will give you square root of 3x plus 1 equals to 1 plus square root of 2x plus 1. So the next thing is to square both sides. So that will give you square root of 3x plus 1 all squared equal to 1 plus square root of 2x plus 1 all squared. So square root and this will give us 3x plus 1. But in this case, we can't just cancel out the square root because there's 1 here. So that will give us 1 plus square root of 2x plus 1 into 1 plus square root of 2x plus 1. Okay, so when you open this bracket now, you have 3x plus 1 equals to 1 times 1. That will give you 1. 1 times this, that will give you plus square root of 2x plus 1. This and this will give you plus square root of 2x plus 1. Then this times this, that will give you plus 2x plus 1, because when sort 2 times or 2 will give you 2. Okay, so that's what we applied there. When this time this will give you just 2x plus 1. All right, so that will give us 3x here plus 1 equals to 1 plus this and this are like terms, so you have 2 square root of 2x plus 1, then plus 2x plus 1. So there's a common term here. So that will give you 3x plus 1 equals to this, and this will give you 2 plus 3 plus 2x, okay? Then plus 2 square root of 3x plus 1. Now, we are going to collect like them. All these ones will come here, okay? So that will give us 3x minus 2x plus 1 minus 2 equals to 2 square root of 2x plus 1. All right, so let's come over here. Okay, so taking care of this side, we have our x. Then this and this will give you minus 1 equals to 2 square root of 2x plus 1. Okay, So at this point, we can also take square of both sides. So if you do that, you are going to have s minus 1 all square equals to 2 square root of 2s plus 1 all square. Okay, so this side will give us s square minus s minus s plus 1. Then this side is going to give us 4 into 2x plus 1. Now what happened there is that 2 will get the square, which is 4. Then square root of 2s plus 1 will also get the square, which will just give us 2s plus 1. So that will give us s squared minus 2s plus 1 equals to this one here will give us 8x plus 4. So you can bring everything in now. You have s squared minus 2x minus 8s plus 1 minus 4 equal to 0. So that will give us s squared minus 10x minus 3 equal to 0. So you can see we have a quadratic equation, which we have done so much on quadratic equation. So go back to our channel, check quadratic equation. We have done a lot on quadratic equation, but we have a solve in a solve, okay, which is what you have here. That's what you have here. So you're asked to show that this is equal to this, or you should express this in this form, then find the value of a and b. So what are we going to do? So the first thing I will do is to square both sides so that I can get rid of this square root. So I have square root of 6 plus 4 sub 2 all square equals to square root of a minus square root of b all squared. So this and this will go. I have 6 plus 4 sub 2 equals to, take care of this. That will give us sub a minus sub b into sub a minus sub b. So that will give us 6 plus 4 sub 2 equals to this and this will give us a. This and this will give us minus sub ab. This and this will give us minus sub ab. This and this will give us plus b. So that will give us 6 plus 4 sub 2 equal to a plus b minus 2 sub ab. Okay, so we need to express this to look exactly like this. Remember, we have 2 here, so we need to make it to be 2. Now, how can we do that? We can take all this number here inside, then bring that only 2. So what I mean is that if I have 4 sub 2, okay, I want only 2 to be outside here. How do we get 4? 4 is actually sub 16 times sub 2, which will give us sub 32. Now, this sub 32, we can actually solve this in a way that I will have only 4 outside here. That will give us sub 4 times 8. So, which will give us 2 sub 8. So, these two here, they are the same. And remember, I'm doing this because I want 2 to be outside there. So, that will give us 6 plus 2 sub 8 equals to a plus b minus 2 sub ab. So what we have to do here is to compare. So we compare our expression, okay? It simply means that 6 is equals to ab, then 8 is equals to a times b. So let's solve, and definitely it's likely to lead us to quadratic equation, but let us see how we can solve that. That a plus b equals to 6, then ab equals to 8. So this is our equation 1, our equation 2 here, subject of the formula. Then we put in the quadratic. So that will give us a equals to 6 minus b. So put it here, you have 6 minus b into b equals to 8. So that will give us 6b minus b squared equals to 8. So bring everything here. You have that b squared minus 6b plus 8 equals to 0. So you can solve now. Two numbers that will give us 8, that will also give us this. That's minus 2 and 4. That will give us b squared minus 2b minus 4b plus 8 equals to 0. So that will give us that b into b minus 2 minus 4 into b minus 2 equals to 0. So b minus 4 into b minus 2 equals to 0. Therefore, b equals to 4 or b equals to 2. So if B is 4, A is 2, and if B is 2, A is 4. So any of that can give you your answer. So we have gotten our A and B. All right. So this is where we are going to end our topic on solve. So please stick around and uh, do the needful. So what is the needful? If you are yet to subscribe to the channel, please do that now and give us a thumbs up. And don't forget to share with your classmates, with your friends, and with your family members. See you in the next class.